morning, and then I basically tried to sleep off the jet lag all Saturday during the day, and then I went out with my friends on Saturday night, and then yesterday I was really ill the whole day, and basically spent the whole day in bed as well. And so this is the first chance I've had to update you on how things have been sort of for the final few days of my 30-day alternate day fasting trial. So basically, I did actually try and upload videos whilst I was on resort, but it just didn't work. Even after 12 hours, it only got to like 30%. So that's why I'm just going to cover day 28 to day 30 all in one go in this video. So firstly, I just want to show you my final update picture. And these are all the pictures that I took on day 31 as well. So the final update picture, which is the one on the very far right, I actually took that this morning, and then the ones that are just of me on the beach, etc., on day 31, those were actually taken on day 31. So if you compare sort of the one I took this morning with the picture that I took after 3 weeks, I think that I have put on a little bit more weight since week 3, and obviously it's been almost a week now since I ended my trial, and I think most of it is sort of around my tummy more than anything, but I think a lot of that is just basically I've just got more food in my tummy now, because I have been eating 3 meals per day, and I have been indulging quite a lot since I ended the challenge. And I also think that I might have put on like a little bit of water weight, because I must admit, over the past week since I've been eating normally, I do just feel a bit puffier, especially around my tummy. Like I noticed that my jeans are probably not as there's not as much room around my tummy as it normally would have been whilst I was doing the fasting trial. However, I think that my legs actually look a little bit slimmer compared to week 3, even after a week of eating normally, which I think does suggest that I probably did lose maybe another couple of pounds or so before I finished. Like I say, for the last week since I ended the challenge, I've just been eating completely normally, maybe even indulging a little bit, because I was at an all-inclusive resort, and I was with my friends, so basically I was having like 3 meals a day with her. I've also been out to dinner with my friends since I've been back. I've also been drinking like sugary cocktails, and I've also been having snacks and things like that. And I've actually been quite happy with the fact that I haven't like just suddenly ballooned. I would say I've been quite stable. And I think that's quite good. It suggests that I actually did lose fat rather than just water weight, and the fact that I have I think the fact that you are fasting and feeding actually protects you from a lot of that water weight, fake weight type thing, because you are topping up your carbs every other day. And then I also want to update you on how much weight I've lost. So basically, I didn't take my scales with me or anything like that, but at the gym they did have some scales, you know, the ones where you stand on them and then it measures your height, and you input whether you're a female and your age and that sort of thing, and it gives you like your height and your body fat and stuff like that. So basically, on day 31, when I weighed myself, I'd actually lost 11.25 pounds. And then I weighed myself also after I'd got back on my own scales yesterday morning, and even after a whole week of indulging, the scales are still showing that I'd lost 9.2 pounds. Today I am weighing a little bit less, but that's because So today I'm actually 9.8 pounds less, but I'm very much aware that yesterday I just spent the whole day really ill. I wasn't eating much, and it's probably just like a lack of food in my tummy. So I think the total weight loss of 11.25 pounds over the 30 days is an accurate reflection. I think that would have been genuinely what I lost kind of after the 30 days. And so finally, I'll just finish off with the Food Diaries from day 28, 29 and 30. I have had to estimate the calories for all of these 3 days, simply because I obviously wasn't eating from packets, I wasn't preparing my own meals, I was eating from buffets, etc. So day 28 was the feed day, and it was the day that I was travelling, and this consisted of aeroplane foods, and what we had was some vegetarian bangers and mash with a bread roll and some other snacks for the first meal, and then for the second meal it was like an afternoon tea. And so that's what I had on the airplane. And then once I got to the resort, I was so starving by then, and I also, because there was so much choice on the buffet, I just wanted to try everything, so I put a little bit of everything on my plate, and I went up twice, and I actually did eat until I was completely full on that first day, which I wanted to do because I wanted to curb my cravings for the other days, because if I'd already tried everything, then I thought it would help. So yeah, and basically I estimate my calories to have been about 2,500 on day 28. And then day 29 was a fast day, and on this day I actually did a tour. Well, we went to visit one of the archaeological sites, and then on this day I only had one meal, which was at lunchtime, because it came as part of the tour and we all had to eat together. And I estimate my calories to have been about 500 on that day. I had a cup of black coffee around 7 a.m. and then I had lunch around 12:30. And basically the lunch was about half a plate of some Mexican rice, and then I just had some broccoli and cauliflower, and then there was some sauce that I scooped out of another dish just to give the rice some flavour. And then I just went back again, and I just had some watermelon and pineapple pieces for dessert. So that was day 29. And then on day 30, which was my final day, and it was meant to be a feed day, I actually ended up doing a 16-8 type fast on this day, and I didn't eat until 4 p.m. And I think I wanted to be a little bit more conservative with my eating on this day, because I knew that I'd have to weigh myself the next day. So when I did eat, I just went to the buffet and I just got myself I actually had 2 bowls of some sorbet, and it was I first had mango, and I had something I think it was strawberry sorbet, and I think they were about 200 calories. The strawberry one was about 200 calories because I had a little bit less, and the mango one I think was about 240 calories. And the next time I got hungry was around 8 p.m. So on day 30 I only had 2 meals. And then I just had a plate of chips, which, if you don't know, are also called French fries, which I estimate to have been about 500 calories, with some ketchup and mustard. And then I also had some rice with some roasted vegetables, and I estimate the rice to have been about 400 calories. And the vegetables to have been about 150 calories. I think it was mainly courgettes and onions and things like that, but it was cooked in a lot of oil, so that's why I'm estimating it to be about 150 calories. So on the final day of day 30, I estimate to have eaten about 1,450 calories. So yeah, so that's it. Basically, how I found the challenge generally is I quite enjoyed it. After the first kind of few days, probably definitely after the first 2 weeks, the hunger just didn't really bother me that much. It was you really got used to feeling hungry, and it just didn't bother you. It wasn't like an urgency to eat. You just kind of got on with it on your fast days. And I definitely found that it's definitely put me more in tune with my body. So now I am literally out of the habit of eating routinely. I am now eating more and more just when I'm hungry. I'm eating. It was quite hard when I was on holiday and I was with my friend, but But I think now that I've got home, that's what I'm going to do. Going forward, my plan now is probably try and maintain what I've gained, and then I'm thinking more and more that I probably want to adopt a diet that is higher in fat than a low fat, high carb vegan. I think I want to go to a high fat, low carb vegan kind of lifestyle. But I'll update you on on what I do to maintain going forward. So I hope you enjoyed my diary of my 30-day challenge, and I hope you found it useful. If you're thinking of adopting something similar, I hope it gives you insights into what you can expect to happen to you. I hope it gives you some kind of feeling that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that it's worth it. I definitely think that I will continue to try some form of intermittent fasting, purely because of all the health benefits. It might even be a maintenance thing for me, and it might even be a way that I keep my weight in check, and that kind of thing. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and take care.